bitter criticism. Saturday, I feel weird because yesterday I was in love. I wrote some poetry, some poem. Unpleasant people like Hassan Akram from Chile and Britain will say that poetry is only what the community recognizes as poetry. But Morrissey said that poetry is everything in this. I don't remember the lyrics. Frankly, Mr. Shankly, yeah, say Mr. Shankly wrote some poetry, but poetry nevertheless. We are going to read Cgtn to be happy, and yeah. I don't remember what is CPI. China's economy. China's CPI remains flat in July. PPI declines on seasonal factors and trade uncertainties. August 9, 2025. 1 minute read. China's Consumer Price Index, Consumer Price Index, CPI, a main gauge of inflation, remain unchanged from a year earlier in July. Data from the National Bureau of Statistics, NBS, showed on Saturday. On a monthly basis, the CPI rose 0.4% in July, reversing the 0.1% decline in June. The core CPI, deducting food and energy prices, climbed 0.8%, with the increase widening for 3 consecutive months. And there's a photograph: residents shopping at a supermarket in Jiangsu province, China. I actually made a research, and there's no jerseys. I didn't found fly lion jerseys from Hainan, Haikou, or whatever. I don't remember. But I guess the fact is, the question is, maybe Chinese people don't like soccer. Nobody cares about soccer, and maybe people who care, they only publish on Chinese social media. Anyway, there's a photograph: residents shopping at a supermarket, Jiangsu province, China. Meanwhile, the Producer Price Index, PPI, which measures costs and goods at the factory gate, fell 3.6% year-on-year in July. The PPI edged down 0.2% month-on-month. With the decline narrowing by 0.2 percentage points from June, the first narrowing in the month-on-month drop since March. Industrial robots at a factory in Guangdong province, China, July 28, 2025. Prices in the consumption sector have shown positive momentum, driven by policy measures to boost demand, said NBS statistician Dong Lihuan. Dong attributed the monthly rise in CPI mainly to higher prices for services and industrial consumer goods, while relatively low food prices kept the year-on-year CPI unchanged. Seasonal factors, along with uncertainties in the global trade environment, pushed the PPI down from June. However, the sustained optimization of the domestic market competition environment has contributed to a narrowing of price declines in related industries, Dong added. That was the first, and the second, says Trump, is about Donald Trump. I guess I'm not going to read this. Trump, Putin set out to meet in Alaska on August 15. So, no, this is interesting. But I'm not going to read it because I just want to know about China. China, August 9, 2025. Death toll in mountain torrents in NW. China's Gansu rise to 13. August 9, 2025. There's an accident. Rescuers continue to search for trapped people in Jushuangou village of Mapo town, Yushang County of northwest China's Gansu province. The death toll from heavy rainfall triggered mountain torrents has risen to 13, with another 30 missing in Yushang County, northwest China's Gansu province. As of 12 p.m. Saturday, local authorities said torrential rain began pounding Yushang, which is under the jurisdiction of the provincial capital city of Langzhou and other areas of Lashou on Thursday evening, with the maximum precipitation reaching 220.2 millimeters by noon Friday. Several townships in Yushang have been seriously affected. A total of 9,828 people in Yushang have been relocated to safe areas, and 443 people among those who were trapped have been rescued, according to a news briefing held by provincial government on Friday night. 8 local townships have been affected by the mountain torrents, with severe damage to roads, power supply, communication, and other facilities. The mountain torrents have also flooded farmlands and damaged houses, according to the news briefing. At 8 p.m. on Friday, a red alert, the highest alert level in China's 4-tier system for geological disasters, was jointly issued by the Provincial Department of Natural Resources and the Provincial Meteorological Bureau, warning of potential geological disasters in Yushang and the Wudu district, Wenjiang County, and Wangxiang County in Longnang City within 24 hours. Langzhou also elevated its emergency response to flooding from level 3 to level 1, the highest in China's 4-tier emergency response system, as at 6 p.m. Friday, said the Provincial Department of Water Resources. At about 2 p.m. Friday, reporters now saw flood water mixed with uprooted trees blocking the roads near Qiglong Primary School in Shengguan Township in Yushang, with mud deposits more than 30 centimeters deep in some sections. Along the roadside, many vehicles lay damaged, while furniture from the ground floors of some houses had been swept to their doorsteps. More than 2,700 rescue personnel have been dispatched by provincial authorities, along with 980 vehicles and pieces of machinery, and 8,530 sets of emergency supplies. Search and rescue efforts to the missing infrastructure repairs and the evacuation and resettlement of affected residents are underway, with input from Xinhua. And there's another one from the same movie as I read yesterday, North America, August 9. Chinese film Dead to Rights premieres in Toronto and Vancouver. But I guess this is not so important. There's a video too. I cried from beginning to end, and even now thinking of those scenes still bring tears to my eyes. Who knows, I guess maybe it will be cool. Yeah, that will be a nice movie. The Chinese film Dead to Rights, which centers on the Nanjing massacre, held premiere events in the Canadian cities of Toronto and Vancouver on August 7. The massacre took place in 1937 during the Japanese occupation of Nanjing, China, when more than 300,000 people were killed. The year 2025 marks the 80th anniversary of the victories in both the World Anti-Fascist War and the Chinese People's War of Resistance against Japanese aggression. Hear what the audience members have to say after the special screenings of Dead to Rights. Yeah, in times when there's a lot of fascism, maybe. Take it from me, right here from Chile. This is the most unequal country in Latin America. Fascism is a considerable solution for inequalities, but that's not my opinion. This is just what people middle class thinks about it, I guess. Definitely.